Hello everyone and welcome to Super Monday Night Combat. My name is Justin, but I'm going to refer to myself as Sliq from now on, and there's two reasons for that. Reason number one is because I am the kind of pretentious jackass who gives himself his own nickname and then spells it with a Q. And then reason number two, the actual reason, is because that is the gamer tag I use for Super Monday Night Combat, and that's the gamer tag I use for a lot of games actually. And that's also the name that I use for many online communities, including YouTube. So yeah. I'm going to stick with Sliq and get a little bit of name recognition and kill like 30 birds with one stone, because as much as I love name recognition, I hate birds, and I am a fan of bird murder. So let's get on to my setup here. I'm playing the tank with my Tankenstein class, which let's just ignore that for now because it's a bunch of garbage endorsements. It's the endorsements that I basically just scrounged together that I got for free. I bought a few skill regeneration endorsements, but it's nothing even remotely worth noting. And my products, the only worthwhile one is over armor. Massive air got nerfed recently, and now it only activates after level 6 and only after you die at level 6, so it's not as useful. And then the last one is leg up, and I got that for free, and it's better than any of the death ones. And right here I'm burninating my teammates because I'm trying to get the combat girl to overheal me, because if you play combat girl or support, you just overheal your teammates, because at the beginning of the game with no bots there's nothing for you to do. And then I love that right there, the spark drops down, Volt switches that assault right off the edge, and I really appreciated that. I loved watching that. I laughed hard when I saw it, and it let me know two things. One is that assault is not even remotely going to be a problem, and two, that me and this spark are going to be good friends this match. And so right now I sort of just run at them, and right now I'm just testing the waters. I know the assault's kind of stupid, and then I charge I'm running away, charging it right into the wall like an idiot. But I ran out there. I always get a little bit aggressive at the beginning, not too aggressive. I still stay on my side and near teammates so they can help me, but I just want to test the waters and see how stupid the team that I'm fighting is. And so hopefully my end goal is to just burn them a little bit, catch them on fire, and try to lure them onto my side of the map and see if they'll be stupid enough to come over, and then I'll charge them towards my turrets, and then I'll grapple throw them even further towards my turrets, and then they'll die, I'll get a kill, and I'll taunt them, and they'll feel stupid. But unfortunately, the enemies are actually relatively competent. The Leo is actually really good. I guess his name is Varian, I believe, and he's a colossal pain in the ass. This whole match, he kills, I think, one of my deaths is just me being a retard, and the other death is from him being awesome. So, yeah, so right now I'm at the beginning. I upgraded product grenade off the start, and I've recently started just upgrading a charge and offense off the start instead. I used to do product grenade and then charge and offense equally. I get product grenade 3 as soon as possible, and then charge and offense to 2, and then I'd sort of work my way up until I reached level 6, where they'd both be, everything would be at 3, and then I'd save up for 8, where I'd go charge and product grenade. And I use charge. I love tank's charge because it's super helpful. It's great for doing burst damage, for disrupting annihilators, for knocking people where you want them to be, right into your turrets, for knocking them into your teammates, for knocking them off the map. And the product grenade is amazing for pushing bot lanes, especially whenever you reach level 4 with it, because it stuns the bots, and then it creates 4 tiny little grenades that explode, do a shit ton of damage. And then I see my spark is getting like gang rape right here, and I was like 2 inches literally from just going down there and trying to help him, and I would have immediately got decimated if I had done so. So I'm glad he teleported out of the way before I had to jump in and help him. But yeah, charge and product grenade are usually like what I like to upgrade quickly, but I've recently been going offense just because a lot of times, if my team's on top of bot killing, it's just me sort of just sitting around with my dick in my hands pretty much, just waiting like, oh, I guess I can't do a whole lot. So I tag as many bots as I can, but usually if my team is pretty incompetent, I get all the slims, and that usually gets me pretty over-leveled, and then as soon as I can afford it, I go up to the jungle, and if there's an annoying commando, then I sort of keep my eye on them. If there's not, then I just steal all the jungle bots, and that's usually against bad players, and I mean, I don't need to do that, and I would still win, but I like to get nice and over-leveled so that my Death Blossoms do half their health, and then they get massacred. Now he gets Volt switched again, and I try to steal the kill here, and this assault is just getting pooped on by this Spark. I'm sure he's not having a good time. Now Spark decides he's going to poop all over the Leo, and I come in, I burn a nade, and I do fire spin. I like to call it fire spin. I know it's called Death Blossom, but I like to be... I mean, the tank is a crude guy. He wouldn't name his moves Death Blossom. It'd be Fire Spin and Jet Headbutt or something stupid. The charges, I guess, pretty crude as it is. So we'll stick with that, and then Prog Grenade, just the annoying ball throw. I don't know, I'm fucking being stupid. Anyways, I'm killing bots on level 4. I'm sure the Annihilator is going to be up soon. I don't know why I shoot that turret. I'm not going to take it down. And this asshole Assault decides he's going to be annoying, so I just jump in there, fucking fire spin, and jump out. And that's a good tactic to use because it does decent burst damage. It lights him on fire, and then that's really annoying. And hopefully if it keeps them from regenerating health. So as much time as they're not regenerating health, the better. Now I see the Spark up top. He's fucking with the tank when he should just be not, because the tank is at like almost full health. And now he's in trouble. He's at no health, and then I'm certain he gets away safely though, because that guy was pretty good and he didn't die very frequently. Now this Leo's a dipshit. He overextends. I hit him with like a million railguns. Just charge in, Death Blossom, and he's dead. So, and then I see this tank. I shoot him with a railgun, and then I'm gonna try to sneak up on him. Oh yeah, this guy's a dipshit. He's like, hey look, I'll just stand on ejector. I'm like, nope. And I basically just buy some free skill. Yeah, and that's the one thing, like, I get really annoyed when I get rung out, especially when ejectors, because I just feel like such a shithead that I have to lash out at whoever did it, and so I reply with a snarky comment, and then right here, the guy's not moving at all. I throw him at product grade, he moves an inch, and I miss, and I feel like a dope. Judge up here, the guy's buying it, and I just fucking charge him off, and then I'm stupid here. Like, moments ago, you could clearly see that, actually, no, I believe that's later. But, yeah, I throw that asshole off, and then their whole team's here, and then right here, I die, like, immediately. Like I lose a lot of health right there from the crossbow, and then boom, he gets me the grapple, and he's one level above me. And so, yeah, that guy kills me, and then I give him a long shit, because now I'm not there. And most of the time, anytime I die, I immediately just assume that we're not going to get the Annihilator, because, well, I'm not very good. Like, let me clear that up. I'm pretty mediocre when it comes to good players. Like, people who know what they're doing in terms of that, I'm mediocre. But I'm much better than noobs who have no idea what they're doing, and not even remotely. And I'm much better than people who even have a lot of experience, but really don't have a lot of awareness. Like I have good awareness, I just have incredibly poor decision-making skills, and that's usually how I die. Is that I just make a really stupid decision, I get over anxious, and I run in like a shithead, just holding W and mouse 1. Now right here, I try to sneak up, and Leo's not even paying attention to me, and he finally, eventually, like he's forced to. Then he mashes fucking right click, and he eventually gets it after I burn the shit out of him. And then I have to get the fuck out because I take a million bouncing buddies, and they have a bunch of. Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. Those were our scramblers. I should have went in there and killed Variant. Looking back now, I thought those were their scramblers, and so I was getting the fuck out of there. And I realized I could have killed Variant. I thought, no, right there I got an assist. I thought it was Variant, but I look up and it's that stupid assault. And I'm like, ugh, I really wanted to kill Variant. But I returned to base, I get some health, and now I'm at level 7. I'm pretty sure I'm saving up to get Charge and Product Grenade. I'm pretty sure those 3 abilities are at 3 both. And now I gave it this stupid junior, and I figure this asshole Carl's up here. I go up here, nope, it's just a dipshit gunner. And I really should have just killed him. I should have charged him. He wasn't paying any attention. It's back to me. He was buying his skills. I shouldn't have shot him with the railgun. I should have got up next to him. I should have charged him. I should have Death Blossom, then charged him, got close to him, burninated him, and then fucking grappled him, and he'd been dead. Now Varian's low in health here, and I see that, and then the Spark also apparently sees it, and so I'm trying to kill him, and I get the assist because Spark takes the kill. And since I already popped juice to kill him, and then I wanted to take out all his fucking turret and all these bots that they buy, but I didn't get the kill, and so I'm stuck with assist, but that's still good. I outrun the junior because I jetted away, and then I outran the junior, but it hit the ground, exploded, and still hit the gunner, which I found particularly amusing. And I see this dipshit not paying attention, so I try to knock him out of the map. I don't hit him, and then everybody over there is being stupid, so I ejected all the bots and all the people. And right there, I did a weird animation because I did the Death Blossom, but I apparently did it. There's some latency issue, and he grabbed me right after I did it. So on my screen, I kind of did it and then popped the animation, but on his screen, he grabbed me first. So I didn't lose my Death Blossom, which would have pissed me off, and that's one nice thing about like things like that is that I don't lose the Death Blossom. I know it's not a big deal, but I like to have that burst damage. Just they come up, I hit him with it, and then maybe they'll think twice about chasing me. Because if that assault was any good, he would have came up that lift, head crabbed me because I was just standing there like a shithead, and I would have been in deep shit. Now I get up there, I get into a team fight, and that's what I like to do is I just like the mash E. That's pretty much my whole strategy as tank is just the mash E. I just run at people and I just smash charge because it's really good. Especially whenever you get to level 4 as low cooldown, and that's my ultimate goal is to get skill regen on the set. I initially had wanted to try to get speed, but I just realized that would be pretty stupid on the grounds that if I can get skill regen low, I mean jet is how I get out of situations anyways. I don't get out of situations from running, so I need to upgrade jet, so I'm going to go with skill recovery and health just to make him even more of a monster. Now I backdoor these shitheads who aren't paying attention. Leo's nothing without without bots, and so I sneak up behind him. I kill all the bots behind him. So even if he has bot code X, there's one shady bot left, and then I just jet him into where the turrets are. It takes a shit ton of damage. I charge him into the turrets. Takes a shit ton of damage. Death Blossom. No, here's where I'm stupid. Their whole team was there, and I clearly saw that. But like as I was going over, but I thought, no, here's what I'll do. I'll just jump down there. I'll charge the stupid assault off, who's really stupid and he won't recover, and then I'll just jump away and nobody will do anything. And like I got away, but then I went back in because I got really stupid and really greedy, and I paid for it. And then I don't remember what I typed there, but I'm sure it was something else commenting on how I was being a dipshit and lying, because I think what I said was I didn't know they were all there, and I didn't. But as soon as I got to the edge, I could clearly see everybody. And I was bouncing on top of that Carl, so I easily could have just like went nope. But as I said, I have poor decision making skills right there. Like that could have been bad. I could have charged that guy. They could have run up and grappled me. But I just like charge at people. Like I felt I was kind of safe, so I just wanted to hit him, do a shit ton of damage, and get him the fuck out. Make him think twice about being where he was. And then, but he teleports away before I can kill him. He probably wouldn't have killed him even if there wasn't that there, because he just would have retreated to his teammates. But anytime somebody teleports away, I always get angry that they actually know game mechanics and how the turret should work. So now I'm just killing this stupid Fuji, and then earlier I believe I was killing a Fuji and I was standing pretty far away from it. Actually, I want to comment on that first. What I just did there was I threw my product grenade and I saw the churro on the ground, and churros like boost your how fast your skills regen. So often what I'll do is I'll see a churro, I'll jet charge right at it, and then I'll get my charge again. And so it's a good way of making sure you get the churro, unless your teammate needs it for health reasons, but oftentimes I try to get it before a teammate or an enemy gets it. And then also oftentimes if there's like a Fuji bot nearby, what I'll do is I'll throw my product grenade, pick up the churro, and then throw another product grenade, because you basically get 2 free product grenades from picking up a churro. And I'll do that often with Jet. And right there, I like that part, because I basically bowl over their entire fucking team. And right here, I'm stupid. Clearly 2 of my teammates are dead, and now 3 of them. So the good Spark, and then I believe the other 2 aren't very good. I believe it was me and Spark that pretty much are this team. And so they're dead, and I'm up here fighting with this shithead gunner. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna help, and we're gonna totally decimate this team. And this is entirely my fault for like dying. I should have been there to help him, like to try to block the grapple. But I sort of thought my teammate was also alive, because I looked up and I saw that they were all alive, but they had just spawned. And so I get absolutely wrecked by their whole team. And that was entirely my fault for not paying attention. I gave him a good Judas Priest. I don't remember what that's called, where you shout. It's not onomatopoeia, is it? Is it onomatopoeia? And that's like wow. I don't remember. I give him a good Judas Priest. I use that oftentimes instead of Jesus Christ, just because I don't know. I have a friend who's kind of religious. Try not to be a dick. And also my baseball coach used to say Wags Judas Priest. Wagner's my last name. None that it matters. And I almost get decimated here for being fucking too aggressive. The guy almost jet charges me off. I have massive air, so you can go suck a dick. So I was, and then right there, I shoot through everybody in the world. This is, I clean house here. I kill that stupid gunner. I kill the tank. Well, I don't kill the tank, get assist. I kill this Carl, and I kill this shithead right here. Get him with a charge. He's like, oh no, I'll just juice, and then I death blossom, and then hit him, and he dies. So I pretty much, like me and that Spark pretty much just decimated their entire team. And right there, I tried to type clean in house, but I spell Celine in house, because apparently my hands were smashed with a hammer right when I was trying to do that, and yet I was still able to play confidently because I'm just that good. I must reiterate, I'm incredibly mediocre. So if somehow lots of people see this and they're excited to see me on my team and don't even remotely think that it's an auto win, I'm pretty mediocre. I know what I'm doing. I'm not as nearly as good as the people who have been playing for a long time, but I'm better than most because I'm a huge nerd. So I actually watched a shit ton of Rogueblade and Sunny Dove videos before I even remotely played this game. I had literally watched all of their videos, and there's like hours of footage there. I listened to all their advice, and then I went into training mode, and I hadn't played PC games since Unreal Tournament in 2005. So I had I had to play in the training mode to even remotely sort of get the basics of control down. And now you can see I'm just jetting everywhere. I know what I'm doing. But like when I first started, I was just abysmal at doing anything. My aim is still incredibly terrible on the mouse, and that's another boon. And that's really why the tank is one of my favorite classes, because you really don't need good aim. You just jump in, you charge, hit him in the face with a charge, you death blossom. That's a shit ton of health. You catch them on fire, and that'll slowly drain their health. And then right here, I'm stupid. And here, I'll get back to that in a second. But right here, I'm stupid. I'm trying to like death blossom, and I'm like, it's not working. I can't figure out why, and I realize there's a scrambler like the whole time. And I was trying to product grenade, try to save that comma girl from getting stomped on by that bouncer because she's being stupid. Anyways, back to my point. You don't have to aim good to play tank. You just basically fucking charge him, that does a shit ton of damage, and then you Death Blossom, that does a shit ton of damage, and you just mash mouse 2 and hopefully get a grapple, and you throw them, that does a bunch of damage. And if you don't ring them out, then you have at least done a shit ton of damage. You catch them on fire, and as they run away, you just hope the fire damage kills them. Now I back off here, I get up in their face, and I back off. It's often what I do, and usually what happens is I usually get killed in the backing off stage because I'm incredibly aware of everything in front of me, but if somebody sees me going forward and they just go up top and come around me, then I'm pretty much dead, especially if I go to fight their entire team, which, as I said before, my poor decision-making skills make me think, oh, that's a good idea. Like, I had a match earlier where I'll juice, and I went in there, I just Death Blossomed, and I'm like, oh, why didn't their whole team die with that one Death Blossom? And then it's like, oh, that's right, this is Super Monday Night Combat, not Monday Night Combat. Now here I sort of leave the Spark to die, but then I realize that he teleported up top, so I go back in, I'm like, fuck that noise, and I start killing this asshole. And now I buy this Regeneradoll so he can't get it, and then I did go to see where he went. Not entirely sure, so I just let him go for now, because I don't want to go up top, chase him, and then run into teammates and get massacred. So I decided I'll kill a bunch of bots, I'll push him back. They pushed up to our turret, I noticed that right after when I was fighting that guy. And then that guy's, I went to help with that guy, but he got killed. So I killed all those bots. I figured, oh, that's a perfect opportunity for ejector. I'll push this lane huge, way easy. Nobody's here, and so I popped that. I popped the juice to kill this asshole and his and the scramblers. I figured I wanted to kill that guy as soon as I could, so I popped the juice because with those scramblers, the last thing I needed was like taking forever to kill this guy just with a jet gun and his teammates to show up. And like right there, you saw that they showed up, and I probably would have been in deep shit. I killed the scramblers and I jetted past the gunner and I killed him with fire damage. Now I return the base to regen. It's a good tip. I see a lot of people, a lot of the videos I watch, they buy a lot of Regeneradoll, and I usually try to use massive air to sort of strafe jump to the base with a huge speed boost and then just jet there, and try to save all my money for just spamming Fuji bots, which I think is just something that needs to be done. Buy some bots. It'll help push lanes. And then that assault was being a huge dipshit, just flying away, not even looking at me, and flying in a straight line, so I just jump charge him. Now I'm like, okay, team, get up here. I V5, jump up there, and I jump away because I figured that the Varian was going to spam mouse 2, because that's what he does whenever I get close to him, because what else is going to do? And neither of them comes near me, but I kill him with a charge. Now I jump in the middle of these assholes. See right there, that's just me spamming charge, because that's what I do. I spam charge and I just shake the mouse violently, and go in a big circle, hope somebody just runs into it. I like to sit up here, and then now I'm just going to pester the shit out of them. I'm going to try to keep them from going up there, and I'm going to do a bunch of damage before they get up there, so hopefully my teammates can clear them out. And now I throw that assault off, and I'm like, okay, that guy's not getting away. And I hit him with this Death Blossom, which I thought was pretty sweet, and then he's almost dead. He buys a bouncer like a big fat idiot, just wastes $1,000. Like, we're not going to get this, Andy. And like the bouncer's going to jump up the lift and help fight, like, on the Andy. Like, he just like, everybody on my team is up here. There's no point doing that. Now, we've pretty much secured the Annie because that Spark is awesome, and like, to be completely honest, that Spark really shouldn't have been there, but I think he sort of felt it necessary because the rest of the team wasn't very good. I could try to steal that kill, but he's on top of his Death Blossom's on top of his head, so I didn't get even an assist. But whenever you play Spark, I mean, more often than not, you're better off just pushing the lanes because you can push it with his alternate fire on his primary. I don't remember what it's called, Voltage Spike maybe. But he'll decimate bots, so he can push up a lane. It's the same with Leo, where like that Leo probably shouldn't even been remotely up there. He should have been pushing the bots, because there's not a whole shit ton he can do up there. He doesn't have very good DPS. I mean, his crossbow's good if he lands all 3 bolts, but I mean, I'm a fucking tank. Like, if he has to get close to me to land it, my Death Blossom, I'm going to charge him, and then that's going to do like almost all of his health. And then I'm going to catch him on fire. Now right there, I heard the assault throw his bomb, so I backed the fuck up. Because I heard the clicking from the bomb, I knew it was there, and for whatever reason, he decided not to detonate it. And so I wouldn't have taken that much damage. I still would have been fine, but I don't know why he didn't. I back off to kill the stupid Fuji bot, and then right here, I'm spamming the product grenades, because that's what you do. And then as soon as you kill a bot Fuji, they don't drop a churro, but these ones will. So I'm mashing product grenade just to hit this asshole with it. And right there, you'll see, I charged right into the churro. I missed it, so I had to like walk around, and I felt like an idiot. But I usually charge right at churros, and then I have my charge back instantly. Now right here, I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm gonna get the churro, and then I'm gonna probably throw my product grenade immediately afterwards. Oh no! Oh yeah, this is a stupid juice on my part. I see their whole team. I'm like, I'll just juice and kill them all, and then like it doesn't, like, what am I gonna do? Their whole team's there. So I realized my mistake, which is I surprised myself because I thought certainly that I would have fought them all and just died because my decision making so poor. I bought this guy. He gets pile drive by the bouncer. I have a fun time trying to get over the Leo controlled Fuji, but I eventually do. I very skillfully and not randomly hit that Carl right in the face with the product grenade, and I jet the fuck away. I see that right there. I pick up the churro, so now I'm a jet. I jet into this gunner who's definitely not. He's not getting regeneral. He's dead. And then I have the poorest aim in the universe, and then I eventually kill him. And in my defense on that aim, it gets kind of framey when I record, so don't give me too much shit. I'm terrible, but like, cut me a little bit of slack. And then I very deftly press F, and using a much skill, and then I missed the product grenade. But yeah, I mean, anytime I get killed by ejector, I just feel stupid. Because like, all you do is run up and press F, and it's like, yeah, look how awesome I am. But I clear out that whole wave. I clear out this asshole with his stupid bot code Fuji that he stole. And now he's being a dummy. And I'm like, okay, you know what? You're going to be a dummy. Bonk. Yeah, get out of my map. And right here, I'm a little concerned that he's going to float back onto the map. But he doesn't make it. Or does he? Oh, no, he does make it. But he dies from fire damage. Oh, man, I just realized that. I thought I knocked him out of the ring, and then I just saw out of the corner of my eye when I was watching this video that he clearly made it back on, and I was like, how did he die? And the only other way you die from tank, and that's burn damage. Right here, I got juice, but I really want to spend it on the cocksucking turret. I want to kill that turret, but like my bots aren't making it to it. All right, and then this jerk comes at me, so I have to waste my juice. I basically just juice to scare him away. And so I figure, all right, well, he made me waste my juice, so I'm going to come at him. I'm going to charge at him. I'm going to Death Blossom. I'm going to fly away because I had juice and I have a massive air, so there wasn't any way he was going to grab me. Like, he was just spamming right trigger like a dope. And right there, I tried to railgun through the shielded turret. I didn't know if it would work. I was trying to hit him through it because I know railgun goes through multiple things. And that's one thing you actually see me do often is I'll line up bots so that I'll hit 2 with a railgun. And that's just the best way to maximize your DPS while keeping yourself safe. Because in order to really kill bots effectively with the tank, you have to be like right next to him because it does more damage as the jet gun does the closer you are to him. And like, so basically you stand right next to him and the fire's not even coming out and you're just doing a shit ton of damage. But oftentimes you can't be that close because there's enemies around. So the best bet is when those opportunities arise, you have to railgun. Line up the bots. Try to line them up so you basically take out like 3 slims at once. That's my main goal when I play tank, is just to kind of be like a cheese dick. And I just jump in, I'll Death Blossom, take out all the slims early game, just take out all the slims and just leave the shady. And I basically just try to get a bot streak as soon as I can, get as much money as soon as I can. And my main goal is to usually try to hit level 6, but that rarely happens, and when it does, I know it's just going to be a stomping anyways. Because usually when I reach level 6, that means I've been killing jungle bots, I've been killing all the slims, my team's probably incompetent at killing bots, and the other team is probably just as incompetent at killing bots. And so it's really like anytime I get over leveled, I realize that it's going to be a stomping regardless of whether or not I'm over leveled. So now eventually I went back and I bought bots. That's something you guys need to do. And I eventually get the shield lowered. The Annihilator is coming up, is actually I believe up right now, and everybody's fighting over it. But I wanted to get rid of that stupid turret because I knew none of the enemies would be there, and I could just easily stand right next to it and burnate the shit out of it. Now I tried to light that guy on fire just to get him a little bit of damage, but I couldn't get to it. And then I just, of course, like an idiot, like what I always do is I jet charge and then I Death Blossom. That's the order things go. Now I throw this asshole off and I go to chase him, but I'm like, fuck that, you know what? I'll just let him go. He's not gonna get the Annihilator because he's low health. And then I kill a stupid turret just to help my team to get it, just in case the person buying it was low health. And then I jet all the way across America, and then I get a churro and a juice because they just killed a Fuji bot. And so I get all my skills back, so I know I can stun this turret, and I can hit it with the juice. But then I jump out of there because I get hit with a bunch of burst damage all at once. I'm pretty sure it was the gunner missile. And then I just get out of there because I've done a little bit of damage to the turret, but I'm not gonna stick around because if somehow I get stuck in those rocket turrets, I'm a dead man. And I go to help the spark. The guy, I thought I heard the guy buy Regenadol, so I come down here, and I just saw him in my periphery after watching this video, so I wasn't paying much attention. But he wasn't there. I kill this guy. I know he's gonna drop 1 juice and 1 churro, so I get the churro and I get the juice. I back up, and this dope, not even paying attention. You're gonna get charged, and you're gonna get Death Blossomed, and now I'm gonna chase you down. And then he gets away, and I see we have a jackpot here, and I know they have a jackpot, so I buy the juice right here, and I'm gonna take care of the spot jackpot. I'm gonna waste their $4,000 with my $1,500, and that is an excellent strategy if you can. And I have massive air, and I'm juiced, So I'm just going to jump around like an asshole. They're not going to be able to hit me. And then I pick up a churro just inadvertently. I wasn't trying to. And so now I go and I block these bots with the product grenade. And I'm just... Now I have amazing speed because I picked up a bunch of speed pickups from the jackbot. And also I have a Chicky canter boost. I believe the Spark or somebody on my team was getting it. I believe the Spark because he seemed like the only person who knew what the fuck he was doing. I jump in here to take care of that turret. I definitely wanted to get it down, and I knew that I had my jet, so I could jet away. And then lo and behold, Merry Christmas to me. I come up, Juicebot's done, and he left me a whole bounty of churros and juice. And then I kill that asshole bouncer, and I get even more juice, and I get even more armor. So now it's shitting on people time. And I'm so excited because I'm going to massacre everybody, and I very stupidly go for the character with the highest health point pool on the enemy team who's got a shield up, and then I very stupidly also just stand still, burning that guy. He grabbed it from the back, and I'm like, you know what, you're a jerk, so I'm going to light that guy on fire. He's going to die. I'm going to try to kill this Carl, and I'm not going to get to do it because my team very meanly wins the game for me when they should have just let me just kill everybody and just pad my score. But it went 15-3-19. I had 195 bot kills. And so me and the Spark, I think I did better in money, but the Spark had more kills than me, and this is probably a good gameplay for him too. But unfortunately, I'm the one who recorded it. So yeah, that was the team was relatively competent. I wouldn't say they were really good. I mean, they were mediocre. There's teams that I play that are terrible, and there's teams that I play that they're really good. But that team, I'd say, was pretty mediocre, so it was pretty easy to win, especially with that Spark. If that Spark hadn't been there, it would have probably been much closer because, like, as you can see, my teammates didn't do a whole lot, especially the bottom two. And I'm saying that I thought the clan people were going to like help me out, and it was an auto win, but unfortunately, they were not good, and the only good clan person was the Spark. That ends this gameplay. I know that I might have talked pretty fast, but hopefully it was entertaining. I had a lot to say in this, so that's why you get the motor mouth. So I'll see you guys next time.